My research topic was on a preliminary study on the gender discriminating power of acoustic analysis software, and this study looked at the multidimensional voice program, or MDVP as I'll refer to it from here on out, versus Praat for assessing euphonic subjects. Praat is a computer software that allows users to analyze, synthesize, and manipulate speech while providing visual feedback through high quality descriptive pictures. MDVP is also a computer program that can determine whether or not any abnormalities are present in the voice by analyzing different parts of the voice. The two programs perform similar functions, but they use different calculations to measure voice components, with fundamental frequency, jitter, and shimmer being the primary focus of this study. The assessment measures fundamental frequency measures the rate of vibrations in the vocal folds, and this can be used to report pitch levels. Jitter is the measure of frequency perturbation, or the differences in pitch levels during a sustained vowel. And lastly, shimmer is the amplitude perturbation, which measures the variation of amplitude during a sustained vowels. And all of these measures differ based on factors such as age, gender, the vowel being sustained, and your physical condition. The normative data for fundamental frequency for males is 100 to 150 hertz and 180 to 250 hertz in females. In both males and females, the jitter should be less than 1% and shimmer should be less than 0.7 decibels. And all three of these measures are typically higher in females than in males. Previous research has been conducted to compare MDVP to Praat. Studies have been performed to determine the effect of noise on voice analysis, and studies have also been performed to compare participants with normal or euphonic voice to those with abnormal or dysphonic voice. The issue with this study, however, is that it's difficult to characterize dysphonic voice because of the different etiologies and different types of voice disorder. In the present study that I focused on, the purpose was to determine the accuracy to which the two programs could correctly identify the gender of the participants. The examiners took 100 participants, 50 males and 50 females, between the ages of 18 and 65, and assessed and classified them as euphonic following a thorough voice assessment. Each participant was recorded in a sound booth with a background noise not exceeding 30 decibels, with the microphone 4 to 5 centimeters away from the participant's mouth, placed on a stand at a 45-degree angle. Each participant sustained the ah vowel for as long as possible at the most comfortable pitch for 6 recordings. The acoustic analysis aspect of this study made the examiners take a 3-second mid-vowel segment as recommended by the National Center for Voice and Speech, and they did the 3-second mid-vowel segment to rule out any perturbations that may come with the onset or offset of phonation. Each recording was analyzed twice using MDVP and Praat in order to rule out any other errors. The statistical analysis aspect of this used the Mann-Whitney-U test and the Wilcoxon-Rank sum test, both of which are non-parametric tests, and they were used to analyze the results because the three measures did not show a normal distribution. Researchers also used a logistic regression to determine the discriminatory power of the programs. The results of this study showed that when genders were compared, there were significant differences in all three measures across both males and females. Results showed that measures of fundamental frequency did not differ among the two programs. However, Praat showed to have a higher ability to discriminate between genders based on jitter measures. Significant inconsistencies were recorded across the two programs for shimmer and jitter. One example of this was that with the MDVP, the measures for shimmer revealed that females had lower shimmer measures in decibels than males, while Praat revealed the opposite. And these results also indicate that the measures for jitter and shimmer cannot be compared among the two groups. Previous research supports the idea that voice characteristics differ between males and females as a result of both anatomical and physiological differences. Fundamental frequency is the main characteristic affected by the differences, although jitter and shimmer are also affected, as revealed by this study and several previous studies. Future research should be performed in order to verify these results through reduplication And they should also look at the discriminatory abilities of other voice analysis programs to distinguish between different groups such as male, female, and transgender individuals. Researchers could also look into developing a study that uses voice analysis programs to distinguish among different pathologies, but it should be noted that each voice program should be tested on euphonic individuals before using them to test on dysphonic patients, as this tests the program's merits and abilities to discriminate between euphonic and dysphonic voice.